read the Hallelujah scriptures. This is going to be chapter 6 and chapter 7. Well, we might go all the way through because I was supposed to do chapter 6 yesterday and I didn't get a chance to. But I do want to go ahead and revisit that and get moving. I did read it, but I didn't come online. So I'm just course correcting and getting it together. So this is a lot to chew on, and it's incredible. So what I'm doing here, if you're here, what's happening, make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe. And we're just going to tap into Proverbs, and we're going to do each chapter for the day of the week that it is. And this day, today, is the 7th. But since I didn't read chapter 6, for those of you who make it back over, I want to make sure that I go ahead and start there. You can find 1 through 5 in the previous videos. Okay, so we started every chapter with just the first 6 verses of Proverbs, which is pronounced Mishle in Hebrew. And the reason why, so that you can understand why we're reading Proverbs. This has been really helpful. And it's super, super helpful in guiding you on how to navigate leadership and purpose and mission. So it's very important. And for the empathic of us, this is incredible. It's incredible. The wisdom is wisdoming. So the Proverbs of Shlomo, son of David, sovereign of Yisrael, for knowing wisdom and discipline, for understanding the words of understanding, for receiving the discipline of wisdom, righteousness, right ruling, and straightness, for giving insight to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. The wise one hears and increases learning, and the understanding one gets wise counsel. For understanding a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. That's what's happening here in Proverbs. So now we move to chapter 6. This is Proverbs chapter 6. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. We're reading Proverbs chapter 6. We're reading Proverbs chapter 6 because it's important. If you want to be rooted in your mission, learn how to lead. I'm reading these in real-time reaction. So this is the first time that I'm really reading these. And I'm reading one for every day, okay? So make sure you subscribe, you follow the playlist. There'll be a new one tomorrow and every day for the rest of this month, okay? But we're starting with 6 because yesterday was the 6th and I did not record it yet. So we're going to start here. If you have any questions or if any of these verses really stand out to you, something resonates, then please let me know in the chat. I would love to, for us to break it down when necessary. Okay. Let me see. Is this getting hot? Not kind of, but not really. Okay. So chapter 6, Proverbs chapter 6, or Mishle chapter 6. My son, if you have become guarantor for your friend, have shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, have been snared by the words of your own mouth, have been caught by the words of your own mouth. Do this at once, my son, and deliver yourself. For you have come into the hand of your friend. Go humble yourself and urge your friend. Give no sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Deliver yourself like a gazelle from the hand, and like a bird from the hand of the trapper. Go to the ant, you lazy one. See her ways and be wise, which, having no commander, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer, gathers her food in the harvest. This is a time where we need to be gathering our food for the harvest, y'all. This is a time where we get to be, whatever's going on in the world right now, we get to get ourselves together and get our structure together. That's the season that we're in. How long would you lie down, O lazy one? When do you arise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to lie down. And your poverty shall come like a prowler, and your need as an armed man. Woo! In other words, don't sleep. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Like, this is don't sleep season. I feel that to my core. Woo! A man of Belial, a wicked man, walks with a perverse mouth, winks with his eyes, shuffles his feet, points with his fingers, perverseness in his heart. Plotting evil at all times, he sends out strife. Therefore, his calamity comes suddenly. Instantly, he is broken, and there is no healing. These 6 Yahuwah, which is God, hates, and 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands shedding innocent blood. A heart devising wicked schemes, feet quick to run to evil. A false witness breathing out lies. And one who causes strife among brothers. My son, watch over your father's command, and do not forsake the Torah of your mother. Bind them on your heart always. Tie them around your neck. When you are walking about, it leads you. When you lie down, it guards you. It meaning the father's command and the Torah of your mother. When you lie down, it guards you. And when you have woken up, it talks to you. For the command is a lamp, and the Torah a light, and reproofs of discipline a way of high, to guard you against an evil woman from the flattering tongue of a strange woman. Do not desire her prettiness in your heart, neither let her captivate you with her eyelids. For because of a whore is the crust of bread. I don't understand what that one means, but that's insane. And an adulteress entraps a precious life. Would a man take fire to his bosom and his garments not be burned? Would a man walk on hot coals and his feet not be scorched? So is he who goes into his neighbor's wife. None who touches her goes unpunished. They do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his appetite when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he repays 7-fold. He gives all the wealth of his house. He who commits adultery with the woman lacks heart, and he who does it destroys his own high, which high means life. He finds smiting and shame, and his reproach is not wiped away. For jealousy enrages a man, and he does not spare in the day of vengeance. He does not regard any ransom, nor accept your bribe, however great. Okay, so that was chapter 6. So now we're going to go into chapter 7. My son, guard my words and treasure up my commands with you. Guard my commands and live. And my Torah as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister. And call understanding a close friend. To guard you against the strange woman, against the foreigner who flatters with her words. Woo! For at the window of my house I looked through my lattice, and I saw among the simple, I perceived among the youths, a young man lacking heart, passing through the street near her corner. And he went the way to her house in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And look, a woman met him dressed like a whore with a hidden heart. She was boisterous and stubborn. Her feet did not stay at her own house. Now in the street, now in the square, and at every corner she lurks. And she took hold of him and kissed him. She hardened her face and said to him, peace offerings are with me. Today I have paid my vows. Therefore I came to meet you to earnestly seek your face, and I found you. I have spread my bed with coverings, colored linens of Mitzrayim. I have sprinkled my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not home, and he has gone on a long journey. He took a bag of silver with him. He comes home on the day of the covering. With her many words, she leads him astray. With her smooth lips, she seduces him, and he goes after her immediately. Like an ox, he goes to the slaughter, and as in chains, a fool to the punishment. Till an arrow strikes through his liver like a bird rushing into a snare, and did not know it would take his high, which is life. And life should be high. Hello, everyone. We're reading Proverbs. We're reading Proverbs in the Bible. That's what this is. And now listen to me, you children. Pay attention to the words of my mouth. Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not go astray in her paths. For many are the wounded she has caused to fall, and numerous all her slain ones. Her house is the way to the grave, going down to the rooms of death. And I think her in this scenario is distraction. And I believe that, just from what I'm reading, what's coming up for me, we just finished reading Proverbs chapter 7 from the Hebrew Hallelujah Scriptures, which is actually, it's Mishle. You can see it. But anyways, to me, the enticing is anything, somebody else's husband, somebody else's wife, and how I'm understanding this is somebody else's purpose. It's like we think we're going to get something for nothing, and that does not work. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Our purpose gets to be in service of the people and of the land. And so anytime that we give ourselves to others, even in romantic and intimate relationships, like even just dating around is literally stealing from yourself and from the world, because it does require a lot of energy. And so who you choose to invest your time with, what you choose to invest your time in doing, is extremely important to your peace and well-being. Listen to discipline and become wise, and do not refuse it. That is a very tough thing to do. And it's everything. Discipline will get us where we need to go. Oh, that wasn't even the right one. That was chapter 8. That was good. Distraction and other people's mission, let God guide you to where you belong. That is so important. I'm learning that, and I've learned that. It doesn't mean not to be open to the possibilities. It just means to consult with God and with wisdom and continue your own personal discipline. Like, you can't go wrong continuing your own discipline. This is great. Thank you so much for tuning in to Proverbs as a Practice. I'm going to get on with my day. And, here on 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City, we have fantastic conversations regarding healthcare, health and well-being. And I believe spiritual health is just as, if not more important. I mean, it's the most important, most fulfilling place that you can start, because spiritual health and well-being is personal. Nobody can give it to you, and nobody can take it away from you. And it's a very great place to be and to be rooted in. And that helps with connecting in with God. I got a late start today, and that's okay because I was tired yesterday. I had a very intense day, and every day is not going to look the same. However, the more that you connect with God, the faster and the more often you would like to be with God. And I truly understand that, and I'm understanding that through and through, further and further, by and by. So, I'm here to connect the everyday borderlander with our land, for us to be in love with our space, with our earth. I'm here to connect the everyday borderlander with each other, to be enriched and healthy and strong in community. That's what we're here for. And that's what 5 Star Conversations is all about. So stay tuned and get to know more people, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Keep rising and shining.